So as the title suggests, something got thrown out of my quad. So maybe you'd like to play along at home and see if you can figure out what it was before I actually tell you. This was back on a recent review I was doing of the FXT Mars camera. Another battery I did with it, which I didn't show on the review at the time, because I thought it might be amusing to show this one as if people could figure out what happened, as I had quite a good view of it. Just coming up here and look what happens. So I saw something suddenly go past and my initial thought was, is that a bird or something? If you look again in a bit of slow motion, I actually saw it quite clearly in the goggles. I was like, that's come from me. What is it? What is it? So if we slow down and hold on these frames, you might get a clue of what it maybe is from this one, and perhaps even more of an indication what it is from that one, because you can see much more of the shape of it. And there it goes again. Now, it took me a little while just to think about it. When I saw that, I was like, oh, something's come off my quad. Is it my camera? Which is an instinctive thought. And then you think, hang on, no, I can still see. Can't be the VTX, I've still got vision. It can't be props, can't be anything. And then I figured out it must be my beeper. On this quad, I've got the Wi-Fi beeper, which shouldn't by rights go out because it's one of the ones that's wide in. And I considered landing for a while, and then I was like, well, whatever, it's a beeper, it's going to beep. People often ask me if I'm worried, because with the standalone beepers, I just pop a rubber band around them on a battery, and that's not very secure. And occasionally, yeah, they do come off if I hit something and carry on, but they beep pretty loudly, so I was pretty confident that this one would do fine. So I just went back and did my flying and finished off my battery, fairly confident in I think I'll be able to get it. Now this is the Wi-Fi 2 finder on this particular one, which I also know has a very loud beep. So after I landed, I went off to find the beep noise. Well, here's for a weird test. That's where I was standing. That's the tree I came over. Following the beeps, we are, where's we go again? Down here. It's the least thing I've ever worried about when it gets thrown from the quad, because I know it's going to just carry on going. So how did it happen on this quad? Well, the Wi-Fi beeper isn't actually secured in, because I keep changing beepers, and so it sort of hangs around, but I kind of just, you know, stuff it in there, and it's fairly tight and should be okay. But I'm thinking as we went forward over that thing, it flew out and kind of dragged round, but as we finished our loop and stopped, it obviously, and a pendulum went up like this, got hit by the props, pushed forwards, and just went out of its wire. We didn't catch any of the wire, that's okay. And this is the beeper after it was recovered, and you can see no particular markings on it, just some dirt. So got away with that one. But you know, if a beeper drops out, if it's battery backed, it will beep and you'll just go get it. So easy. Well, you've made it to the end of the video, so thanks once again for watching. If you like what you saw, then please consider subscribing, and if you really like what you saw, then be sure to check out the link to my blog for a variety of ways in which you can help support this channel.